Ah, that's not it. That's not it. Goodbye. It's not locked. I think it'd be a bad idea to try to run. True. These are the teal lockers. This key goes in the jade lockers. Okay. I know what it looks like. Oh, that looks painful is what that looks like. But I had nothing to do with this. If I had been the one to steal part of the infamous Rainbow Commotion Saga, I promise I never would have returned it. Twirling her hair, huh? Could we strike that from the record? I have an interest in salacious historical artifacts. But you're kind of high up. Not that. You're high on the low blood end. Perspective editor. Wow. Those teeth. It's a branch of abhorhistorical methodology. Abhorhistorical. Where you help the government decide which historical documents are advantageous to the Empress and which should be locked up or purged? Okay. Most people think it's boring work because you spend a lot of time reading old ledgers and requisition records, but you wouldn't believe the things you learn about the past from that stuff. Of course, there's the added benefit of being the only ones who gets to see them at all. And then you just lie about what's in them? Yeah, that seems legit. Why else study history if not to control it? Makes sense. If you put history into the hands of the people, you'd end up with total anarchy. Just look at what's happened here. What's up? Defensive legislation? Could you tell me more about defensive legislation? I don't think I know much about it. You've never watched like Law and Order Subjugulator Slop Ejaculatory Unit? Oh. Well, maybe not from that particular spin-off. I think you're under the impression that a legislator only manages the court block. But that isn't the case. He also find evidence, sniff out clues, and seek out the guilty party. Sure, I don't know. It's only then that the legislator drags the suspect before his honorable tyranny and engages in veritable battle of ancient law that can last for days. Until his honorable tyranny gets bored and eats the loser. No offense to your vocation or anything. None taken. Unlike the defensive legislation process, I'm proposing where the trial is all about having a dialectic and finding the truth. A traditional legislator determines the guilt and stuff. You don't sound happy about that for a teal. A lot of qualms with the process. How about you? What do you got to say? Are you hyped for this or what? Lol. I'm totally new to all this legislator stuff. Lamau, don't freak out, buddy. I don't care if you do something wrong, because everybody participating in the trial will be encouraged to commit less naughty acts just by witnessing the utilitarianism of the means of punishment. No matter the outcome, it's a moral victory, buddy. Bud, holla, skirt, brap. That is hard to read. No wonder they picked you to be the judge. Oh, she's so happy. I hope I'll be able to convince you of whatever my case ends up being. I'm sure you'll put on a hell of a show. I can tap dance. I think you did it. I'm above the petty drama. Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Was it you? Talk. Can we ask you some questions for the trial? Make it quick. About the Jades. What is your take on the other Jades? My take? What do you feel about the rest of your traveling companions? Very little. You're helpful. Quite. You know, I just can't bring myself to care. Glad to be of help. Okay, what about the other thing you were going to say? What do you think about all this? The whole situation. That Branya is naive if she thinks this is what it looks like on the surface. And that Lanera could stand to get paled. Wow. That's funny. What's that supposed to mean? Don't ask. My suggestion would be that you should talk to everyone here before making any snap judgments. You know, that's what I'm doing. Could we ask you a few questions? Yeah, whatever. Did you do it? You can't just ask that. Oh, why not? Yeah, why not? It's our job to believe that she's innocent. We can't ask her anything that would incriminate her. Why? You're considered innocent until someone proves you guilty. Sounds fake, but whatever. I didn't do it, but Lanera thinks I want to fill pails with Branya, so she's not going to change her story. And that teal blood with an industrial metallic cylinder up her nook. Wow, that's some language right there. Going to believe whatever she thinks will make the clown happy. Yeah, that's true. About the book. Fresh teeth. It's so fucking stupid. Isn't even that dirty. I see way worse shit on the internet. That's today, alright. It's like embarrassingly bad. Isn't it forbidden? It's usually just sitting there in the cloister library. I'm definitely not the only one who's looked through it. Cool. What about the Jades? All the other Greenbloods, you're all family? What? No. You live together. Oh, yeah. I guess. We got chosen for the cloister when we were barely older than Wrigglers. We're the fucking special ones who get to take care of the mother grub and all its business cavern to grave. That does not seem like a fun job. What with what the mother grub does. Not all Jades get chosen, but apparently we're the purest of the pure. Law, right? One look at Link and any theory anybody has for the cloister falls apart. Oh, that guy hatched, crawled right back into a bucket and never came out. Oh, geez, indeed. Anyone who lives in the caverns a steaming pile of garbage. Can you not leave? Who the fuck are you, kid? I'm just very stupid. Ah, that's a good face to make when you say that. Yeah, we can't leave. Do you know what cloistered means? It means these assholes are the only trolls I'm going to see before I leave the planet. It's not like we can just sneak out. We'd be killed by drones. Literally, the only fucking time we're allowed to leave that shithole is Jivik Week, and even that's new. You'd be better, too. I went to making a weird face. What's up with that face? Do it again. What? She did it for a brief moment. What's up with that face? Weird. Okay, what about Linera? So about Linera, what about her? She sucks. She wants to get me called. I'm trying to fuck Branya. Why would you... You're supposed to say pale Branya. Whatever. Are you? I see literally every day. I've been down that road before. I'm over it. Okay, Linera, let's take a look. Go away. I'm not a suspect. Well, with those eyes you are making, do we have to talk to her? She looks like she might knife us. Why do you care so much? Why are you so passionate about this? Why you're making a big stink over it and I don't understand. It's the holy book. Justice might be called down upon Daria. Cloister mate, do you not care about her? What matters most is what's best for the whole cloister. That's a sad face. How is going through this trial going to help your cloister? She's the shining star that lights our way in these dark caverns. Okay. Haven't you had enough already? Will you give a statement? Huh. I mind. I find it offensive that you think I have something to hide. Daria is the culprit, plain and simple. Something like a vampire book. Oh, that face. Curly-haired, Gary Oldman guys appealing to totally radical punk teens. Okay. What? Sure, that's an interesting description. Yucks. She would gain tingly fairy feelings. Nasty pervert bitch. Using human words instead of silly alien words. Sad. Okay, that's your statement. What about the other Jades? I bet it was this guy, Lank. I guess. Can you even call them that? We're cloister mates. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a pose. I can assure you there's no stronger connection in the world. Wanshi is an irresponsible mess who reads too much deplorable literature. Daria is a nasty thief who never respects the rules. Lank is a disgusting party boy slut who participates in degenerate activities. All these frictions are just trials to test our faith. Oh. Well said. Alright then. Yeah, let's open. One of the J's. You don't know which one. There's no name tag, just a pattern. Rummage. Branya's stuff. Let's not burglar her a second time. What's that? She has the missing pages with all the naughty scenes in them. I don't... Oh, don't read them. Shh. These aren't even that dirty. Okay. Edgy riot girl bands. Daria's. She's just really cool. Oh, there's a bunch of nail files in here. They're super sharp. Extra long claws. Oh. Okay. I'm just robbing them? Oh, sure. I do need more stuff. LB, stitched in emerald. It's locked. When we try to pull it open, Zephyr steps on something. Nothing? Did you step on that thing? These kits are really expensive and time-consuming to make. There's no way we can fix it without the proper tools. For less. There's another one running in the opposite direction. It was already broken. Just like a legislacerator already. Okay. Oh, it was this one. You've rummaged enough. Participation trophies. Only Linera would be proud of winning Tidier of the Month. She'd make a great low blood. A boy band magazine. Am I just stealing all their stuff? Ah! Hello! What a cute kitten backpack. This must be Wanshi's. Filled with Soldier Per Beast books. Oh my god, those. It's got a lot of fans, but I could never get into them. Yeah, I know that. I don't know why it's got so many fans. They're just cats. Why? Why? I mean, they don't even... They have 4 legs. What? They're not... How are they warriors? I don't understand that. Maybe I can read one after we get on the express track. Nobody's impressed. How do I get out? Everywhere, bitch. You won't stab the bird? Leave! Leave! Ah, here we are. Stab him. You should keep these to yourself. Stab him. His claws are already perfect. Guess he doesn't like pop music. Are you finally going to be a proper legislacerator and use that thing to slit Linera's oxygen conduit for me? She might stab you with it. Why would you think I wanted to look at that? Okay. No, thank you. Her nails look fine. Is he edible? I forgot that's what she said. Judgy looks. Stab him. Her nails are bitten so far down there's nothing left to file. In fact, she's biting them right now. Wow, that's very uncomfortable. I don't recommend that. Never heard of them. Wow, that's a reaction. How about you? Who's got time for popular music? Nobody I know. Stab her. What if I give it to him? Fine, we'll talk to this guy. What's up? Can you tell me what to do? Despite the hip new defensive process, you'll basically be following the steps of the leagues of Lacerator legends that came before you. You must take the statements from all involved. Are you going to slap the book? You must gather evidence. You must decide on your plan of attack and crush your opponent with no hesitation. Isn't our opponent your mate, Brett? That's what makes it all the more invigorating. Nobody cares about the truth. Everybody knows nobody cares about the truth, and will therefore never actually tell the truth. And I don't know you. Huh. What are you doing out here? The drones would strike us down. One single event per sweep. Obviously. Why are you allowed out during Jivik week? It's the heiress's will, I guess. The heiress demanded that even we be allowed to attend. Huh. Potentially a big problem? None of my jades are so cowardly. This is merely a field trip. Huh, alright. About Dariah. Why were you so ready to convict Dariah? Good question. Everybody seemed really convinced it was her, or at least they seemed like they didn't care. It's political. Clicks. No point in trying to explain it, so I'm not going to bother. But if you're asking me if I have any material proof, I don't. About that book. It's a whole mess. But the first problem is, the book should not have been on the train in the first place. It's part of a banned series we keep in the Cloister Library for safety. What you witnessed was only the back half of the drama. This has been going on all evening. The timeline is actually kind of complicated, so bear with me. Wow, okay. Once she found the book about 20 minutes after the train left the station, I confiscated it and immediately put it in my locker. About 40 minutes after that, I realized someone had broken the lock and stolen the book. 20 minutes after that, we found the book again, but it had been defaced. A bunch of pages were ripped out. Okay, so this is important. Wait, was it Wanshi? Did Wanshi do it? 40 minutes after that, realized someone had broken the lock and stolen the book. We found the book again, but it had been defaced. I have absolutely no idea how whoever did this got the chance. The lockers are right there, and it's not like we've had much to distract us. It's safe. Absolutely not. Whose locker was this? Linnea? I think it was Linnea. What do you have to say? You're gonna do fucking great. Man, this guy's just loving me. Wait, no, not you. Okay, sure, whatever. Let's start the trial. Why not? Hmm? We are not starting the goddamn trial. You haven't done shit. Go gather more statements, more evidence. Anything, please. What if I throw this at you? Okay, talk to him. Nice evening, isn't it? Why are you in such a good mood when everyone else is freaking out? An innocent troll with nothing to hide sleeps the sleep of the just. I've got a cup of tea. An absolutely devastating haircut. Sure you do. Yeah, that's what you have. And front row seats for what promises to be some especially juicy justice, free of charge. Only thing missing is snap kernels. You wouldn't happen to have any, would you? I have some dog treats. The name's Tagora Gorjak, but you can call me Gorgor? Tagora Gorjak. Why not? Cynicism and distrust, both of which I can respect. Okay. I can prove anything, however far-fetched. But you'll need to pay for my hourly billing rate. Just sign here. You want to charge me to prove you. It's hard work being innocent. You want me to do it for free? How do you expect me to make any money? People get convicted for stuff they didn't do all the time. Don't you watch crime shows and stuff? We have public callings every so often, if that's what you mean. I'll prove my innocence for you free of charge. I hope you're aware that I wouldn't extend this special offer to anyone. Couldn't have done it. I was in the load gaper. But the load gaper was where the book was found. Yes, exactly. But I promise you that the full hour I spent in there was devoted nothing but the diligent evacuation of my internals. Ew. How do we know you're telling the truth? That's an awfully long time. What's it any business of yours how long I taken there? We members of the legislator profession are prone to load blockages and slow disgorgements. Too much information. Security video. The load gaper security video? First of all, security video camera in the bathroom makes sense for the world. Second of all, that's where all the information is that I need. Nowhere near the scene of the outrage at the time it took place. Security, right there. I don't see a tape in here. What's a tape? Hundreds of years. It's how we record videos. They're like a little black box with two spools of magnetic tape. As it turns, it plays the video. That's amazing! For some reason. We just used grubs. They're linked psychically to a CPU. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. A naturally occurring thing. Oh, natural-born memory grubs can only store a terabyte? That's so small. Now they're cloned and grown in a giant vats on some Imperial ship out on the galactic border. Well, they're bugs. It sounds really sad. Oh. Your planet has a lot of sad things, Zephyrus. Take a screenshot of that. That's why the Tetrarch is going to change everything. Yeah, make Alternia great again, huh? Oh, that's MAGA too. Okay. So we're going to need something sharp and thin to pry the grub out.